want to talk about online discussion area. The MessiahsLove.com website had undergone some changes. The way it was designed at first was actually a social networking site, and it still, offers that, just in a different way. I was using a program before that I could add different scripts to and things like that. The trouble with it was there was a lot of vulnerabilities in the scripts that I added, and the site had been cracked several times. It was a mess. I had to go in there and undo things and stuff like that. And the webmaster just gets tired of things like that. So I discontinued using that program, and I had moved my server to another data center also. So it was easy just to say, well, I'm not going to transfer that, and just build a new website and get a new design and get little bugs. Fruit flies flying around here. I got rid of a few of them, and there's still some more flying around. So it was easy just to build a new design. I'm still working on the MessiahsLove.com website, but the blog is on a domain I've had, I think since the end of 1995 actually. And it was at one time, it was a very popular site. That was, it was a networking site at one time, back when we had IRC, Internet Relay Chat, things like that. And it attracted a good amount of people. We had some good fellowship on it, some good times there in the Lord, and some nice Bible studies, and a lot of discussion and stuff. And since, actual social networking came along, MySpace kind of started, and then Facebook kind of came along and dominated, and other, sites followed along. And there's so many of them out there. And I thought, I don't really want to do what they're doing. We don't have to. And, but on Upward.org, used to draw quite a few people. I had a lot of stuff on there at one time, when the web was different, things like that. And, since blogs have became very popular, I thought, well, I'm going to put a blog on there, because I write anyway. And people tell me I'm far better at writing than I am doing videos. And I agree. Doing videos is not my forte. I enjoy doing them, and I thought, why not do some shorter videos, around 10 minutes or less. And I thought, that may work. And because I had, registered a channel on this channel on YouTube, Messiah's Love. And I didn't put any videos on it for a while, but I thought, why not? Why not do some, and just as a way to reach out to the community, way to establish fellowship, things like that. And it's not something where I put myself out there because I want to be popular or be seen or whatever. I just want to be used of the Lord, and that's what it's about. And because of the legitimate people on the blog that did want to have a voice, because I had to shut down comments on the blog itself, I thought, why not put a discussion area there? So I did. And so that's where the discussion area is. And if you go to MessiahsLove.com, I think it's community. I put a link for community on there. It'll open to that site, and you can register there. And I've set up different areas of discussion and things like that. I actually installed this and configured it back in March, on March 19th, 2017. But I haven't really done anything with it actively. It's just been there, a few spam bots found it. And so I went in there and got rid of them, cleaned that up, stuff like that. And I thought, okay, it's time to do a little announcement about it, stuff like that. But that's where the discussion area is now. It's under connect.upward.org. And I'll throw a little note across the screen here. And you can go ahead and find that. And hey, if you like getting involved in discussion and, sharing scripture, what's good about fellowshipping and sharing scripture is that, if we come up with something, let's say I come up with something, and I'm wrong. It happens. And someone says, don't sit there and go, you're wrong, because that gets nowhere. But if they come, well, this is what I've found in scripture, I believe this is more accurate, and you show that to me. If it's right, I'll receive it. And that's why I approach things. So if somebody posts something, I just don't go in there, well, you're wrong. Well, anybody can say that. It doesn't mean that you're wrong, okay, just because you said that. So to have a good discussion, we need to go in and say, well, this is what I found, and let me show you this. And you can have a far healthier and, more intellectual discussion in that manner. And it's more loving that way. Because just to go to somebody and go, well, that's wrong. Okay, that's pride. Because you're starting to sound like you're the know-it-all, okay? And none of us are. Me neither. Just because it's my site, I'm not the know-it-all. I'm just here to be used by the Lord. So that's kind of the thinking, in the discussion area. We're just all one, Just because I set it up and installed it, stuff like that, doesn't mean I'm the boss. I don't see things that way, because Messiah told us we're all brothers. We're all equal, The moderation is in place just so we can keep it clean, That's for the bad people. It's not for the good people. So good people don't have to worry. And spam bots come in, poof, we'll get rid of them. That's mainly what that's for. And but even me myself, I when I fellowship with people, on my sites, forums, and stuff like that, I just like the fellowship. If somebody wants to come in and just post a comment like that's wrong and then leave, okay, that comment's going to get deleted, and you can understand why. So that's what it's about. It's not about me deleting that because I didn't like that answer, and you're wrong, stuff like that. I'm not going to use the power on there to try to make myself sound right. That's not fair, because then nobody would want to come there, right? So I'm just one of the guys. And so come on over, get registered. It's all free, And I don't think I have anything that charges anywhere. I got a donation link up here because I do have expenses. I run my own servers and stuff like that, so there are costs, but it's there, and I don't sit here and beg for that, but it's offered because I find some people do want to help with the expenses. So there's open doors for that in the appropriate places, but mostly I just want fellowship. There's a lot of people out there that want fellowship. They want a good site where they don't have to feel afraid of coming. I used to operate on Paltalk, and just one dear lady had come in, just been so beat up by admins in the other, chat rooms and stuff like that. She was a little timid. She goes, "You're not going to throw me out, are you?" I said, "I don't think so." Yeah, I'm not, trigger happy. And so she started coming in there, and that must have been 7-8 years ago. And even though I'm not there, we connected on Facebook. She's still a friend. She's still on my sites. I start a site, poof, she's there, And so it's good. And there's actually on the blog, there's one man that I know that registered on the blog itself. So that he got on there before I removed the ability to register. So I don't think he's gotten into the actual community yet, but he may. But it's there. It's open for everybody to go in. So take a look. Free registration and stuff, and let's get together and fellowship and bless each other, and as we serve the Lord together.